All right, well, good morning. Today is a hot sauce making day. By the end of this process, we'll have some hot sauce, hopefully, in bottles and properly labeled. So just going to give you a kind of show you what we got set up here. We've already started, but here's our mix. This is going to be blueberry pineapple hot sauce. It's got bird's eye chilies. These here are bird's eyes. We got some ghost peppers, maybe some reapers, and then there's also some Scotch bonnets in there. Anyhow, so on the stove right here, we have 2 pots of boiling water, or about to have some boiling water. And then here's one of the bottles. And then we're going to start washing these bottles out and sterilizing them. We got 2 boxes here. This right here has been sterilized. So this is what we'll use to blend everything up with. I've already sterilized the tops and the funnel and the tongs. And here's our blender. We have our pH meter, which will make it table safe, and then our distilled vinegar to kind of get to that proper pH. This is going to be our area where we put all the bottles for drying once they're sterilized. So what we'll be doing is we're going to wash these out. One of these bottles broke in shipment, so there could be glass. So I'm going to take each one and rinse them out in the sink. Then we're going to transport them over to these boiling pots and let them sit here in the water for about 10 minutes, and then we'll transfer them over here. And each one of these bottles has to be taken apart. It's got a shrink wrap top, the actual top itself, and then inside the top it also has a little. Actually, let me show this one. It's got a top here. So this has to be sterilized. This lid has to come off. And so that has to be sterilized. So sterilized, sterilized, sterilized. And then, yeah. And then once everything is bottled, then we'll shrink wrap it with a heat gun. And then we'll put a label on. And we should have bottles of hot sauce. So. Anyhow, this is the beginning, and maybe I can set up a time lapse. All right, bye. Help of these 2 guys, Easton and Evan here. We have sterilized all the bottles and tops and seals, the funnel. You already saw some of this was sterilized, and we're setting things up. We're going to be blending and then putting the blended mix into the pot here, because I don't think we're going to have enough room in the blender to do all of our gallon. That's a gallon plus size bottle over here. So we're going to I'm about to take the top off, and then we're going to be straining the solids from the liquid into this pot, and then we'll be putting the solids in here, and then we'll add back the liquids along with the vinegar to our desired texture. And then once we get that right, then we'll put it in the pot and we'll boil that as well. So anyway, here we go. Let's get. I guess let's not waste any more time, and let's get started. All right, guys. Man, I tell you, I feel like I passed the basic boot camp, the gas chamber.
Yeah.
I'm recording, so
Yeah.
all your silly commentary could be on hold. Anyway, guys, oh man, I am. Oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't even want to be on camera. I'm a hot mess right now. I spilled as I was, transferring the solid over. I spilled some on my leg and on the floor, and my leg is burning. And then trying to get the consistency right. And having so much to work with, it won't fit all in the one blender we have. I was sitting here like getting it in and out and pouring it in and pouring it out and stirring it in and stirring it out. And all that is just more like particles, I guess, in the air. Man, it is, it's like I said, I feel like I've passed the gas chamber section of boot camp. Man, hey, if you got a cough, you go out of this room. If you got a cough or sneeze, you go out. I'm constantly on the verge of coughing myself. I got Easton and Evan and Ellen in here helping out. Anyhow, so we blended everything up. We've added vinegar to the mix, and I think I got a good consistency that will pour well. And haven't tasted yet. I'm boiling it just to, I want to get it. I don't want there to be like particles that you really, that you see, whatever. Go out. I mean, look, this is smoke right here coming up, or the steam coming up. It's just like, oh man, it'll get you. So I'm standing kind of back. Anyhow, I know, obviously I've got my gloves on, but right where the glove is not, my arm is burning. This stuff will get you. So, now I will tell you that even though I spilled some on my leg and I got some on my wrist and it's burning my hand, a lot of times it doesn't really translate into your tongue for some reason. I don't know. The first batch I made was the same way, and then it really wasn't as hot. I don't know, maybe because I built up in my mind, I was just thinking this stuff is gonna like be killer, and it really wasn't that hot. So time will tell and see how this actually turns out. So anyway, now we're gonna start letting this cool down, and then. All right, guys. Here they are. We have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 20. Oh my goodness, it's still hot. The problem is, when I rinse this stuff out, it's just like, oh man, it gets you. So 23 bottles. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. Yeah, 23 bottles. Is that right? Count those, Easton. I don't know if Easton's counting again to double check. No, I'm going to be rinsing these out really well. Rinsing, yeah, 23. Okay, so they got to be rinsed. I'm about to do that right now. I'll rinse them, and then I'll just set them out to dry and prepare for labeling. All right. There you go. All right. So here's the what's a little bit left that we didn't have enough to bottle. This is the perfect amount to taste. Want to take a little shot? So this is blueberry pineapple.
We need like a raw oyster, a little bit of.
So I'm just like, maybe you should show this to the camera how much we're getting, because this is not much.
I mean, like, just a little bit. I don't know if it'll pick up or not. Okay. Alright, so I'm actually kind of worried.
I'm
Maybe
just
she
gonna
can
probably
this.
lick it.
I'm gonna lick the bottom of it because I got a lot on the bottom.
Okay, one,
Is
two,
that,
three.
wait, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's hot.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's pretty hot.
It's really hot. Like it's hard to taste the flavors. No,
Look at
not. Super hot.
That's pretty hot sauce. Yeah. It's hard for me to be objective with the flavor because I have been working in the kitchen making all this stuff and gassing myself, choking, and nose running and sweating. But it definitely will add a punch. You know, I don't really taste much of the blueberry or the pineapple.
Tastes a lot of the pepper.
Yeah. All right. Well, now we got to come up with a name. Cheers.